All right, Earth signs. Let's talk about the next 4 days. What's going on, Earth signs, for the next 4 days? All right, you could be trying to avoid conflict. You may have a lack of energy, so you may be laying down a little bit more, just resting a little bit more. But I feel like at the point that you feel like you get to rest or you try to kind of take a break, there's some type of victory that comes in. This is going to boost your confidence. This could be something that you're doing with creativity and or leadership, something that you have passion for, something that's going to move quickly, something that actually is going to go as planned for you. You also may be getting a message about your finances. Something goes well. You're excited. Your family, your stability. Also, if this is not directly related to your business or your job, your finances, you could be recognizing something about a fire sign. Maybe this person looks really good. They come off or they know what to do. You're going to send them a message, or they was moving fast when it comes to like being stable, or maybe you were moving too fast when it comes to them. Y'all was, jackrabbiting. That's what I like to call it. And now there's something that's like, okay, well, we got to be stable, and you're in your head about it. But at the same time, you want to take the opportunity in order to be balanced. It's like, damn, I didn't really expect to pick this relationship or end up being in this relationship. I was being a jackrabbit. I was out here fucking. I was out here doing whatever I was doing, right? But because I don't want to come off as unstable, I am getting older, because I do want to come off as someone that can hold down a family, someone that is, a boss, that has some type of structure. Maybe I'll secretly go with this relationship, even though you're not trusting yourself. You know that you shouldn't. You're like, fuck it. Maybe I'll just invest some type of time into this, and maybe I can turn out to be happier. Maybe this will become a happy fulfillment, down the road or long term. You're starting to get into something that you know that you need to be making a decision on. And maybe this is because somebody of your past is making a decision to move forward for themselves, and so now you're trying to use your logic on what's going to happen once they, move along. But at the same time, you're still trying to explore something in order to see where your happiness actually lies. Just don't play. You don't need to play with people. You don't. At the point that you're confused and you know that you're confused, you need to tell them. See if y'all can work something out until you're not confused, slow and steady, until you found the type of value. Because the point that you just say, yeah, and you tell this person, I'm emotionally balanced, I'm ready to be your end all be all, and you go into it like, oh yeah, I'm determined, things are going to balance out. And then the stability is like, okay, well, what happened? What happened to the love? What happened to this being everything that you wanted? And you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. You don't waste somebody's time. Or if you let somebody come back towards you, they're going to waste yours. Who is this? If it's not a fire sign, who is this for earth signs? Somebody with the initial Y. Heavy on the initial Y. What the hell? It's going to be a Sagittarius, an Aquarius, a Cancer, someone with the initial J, a Scorpio, a Capricorn, a Cancer, a Leo. No. Don't let them come back. They may be watching you. They may send you a message. You may be at home, bored, or just kind of relaxing throughout the day, eating good, whatever. And then you're like, oh, wait, what should I do about this communication? Nothing. Okay? All right. You could be trying to avoid some type of conflict the next 4 days. Agreeing to disagree. But again, make sure you're not doing this in a toxic environment or way. So it's like, you know what? I don't really want to have any kind of tension with this other person I know I shouldn't be around. But let me just see if they want to hang out. Let me just see if they want to do something. No, you don't. You need to do something in isolation. Don't allow yourself to go back into some type of cycle or whatever you don't got yourself out of. Okay, but you may be wanting some type of playtime or pleasure, or you just want some type of comfort, and you feel like you don't really know anybody to get it, so you go back to the person that's sneaky and or conniving towards you only for stability, and then you have to end up walking back out, or you're walking away from your own strength knowing that you shouldn't be talking to this person. Hold back. Okay. All right, what are you fearful of the next 4 days? You could be in your head. Maybe you feel like something is stagnant. Maybe you feel like you have some type of inability to move on, or this is how somebody is wanting to keep you stagnant, and that annoys you. Maybe you're really decisive about this, and this is them in their head. But you also could be in your head low-key because you want to know how this person's being sneaky. They were trying to keep you stagnant by being manipulative, and you know this. And so now you kind of just like waiting for this dishonesty or whatever to come out, and so you can see it. So you're like, okay, I just want to accept it and be able to move on. But you don't know the full story yet. So now you're trying to figure out, okay, well, what were they doing to try to win at all costs, even though it didn't work? You're still able to be practical, so don't worry about it. Also, if you are a child's parent and you have a baby daddy, a baby mom, okay, understand that the person that they went towards and they got pregnant is now seeking peace. They feel like they're going through some type of despair and or discouragement. They're going through some type of darkness. And they want to break free from this. They feel like they have a new perspective on, this person, their relationship, whatever that they were doing, how they got into this relationship. And they want to try to move with some type of logic. Your response? You're going to feel like this person is toxic as fuck. It's like, you know what? I'm not touching none of y'all. So whatever it is that they got going on, or if you need some support, you got to go through the common person. You got to go through them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. All right, next 4 days for earth signs. You're in your authentic self, okay? You're standing on your boundaries. There may be somebody that's trying to come and step in it and test your limits. But I feel like you're so courageous. You're going to see through the mind games. You may even play the game with them, or you're just like, you know what? Because I'm so authentic, you can't cause me any type of inner conflict with your mind games. None of it's working. It's like somebody coming towards you like, oh, so you really just going to exclude me? Or you really, you know what? You are just da-da-da-da. Or you are just, and it's kind of like, okay, I'll be that. Oh, well, you don't care that I just called you bitter. You don't care that I just called. It's like, no, I don't. Now what? And they don't know what to do. Because they can't throw you off your own confidence. Again, silent understanding. It's like, I already understand what you're doing. I already understand who you are. There's nothing that you can say in order to make me feel like it's not going to work. I have a supportive circle even if you don't see it. You may be trying to keep up appearance right now, but that's just because you don't know where this is taking you. I already know where I'm going. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure for me. And so now they go like, what the fuck? Something about a stoplight could be important. Maybe somebody is, they're getting their head after this conversation. They just sit at a stoplight, or maybe they get pulled over at a stoplight. I don't know. Okay. You may have an issue with releasing expectation when it comes to new love or new people. You may tell yourself that it's going to be complicated, and you're just telling yourself this. Okay. But there is somebody that's keeping tabs on you when it comes to some type of unspoken tension, a love triangle, a confession. There's just somebody that's watching you for whatever reason, whatever scenarios. And it's like you just live your life and trust the process, and they're intrigued because now they feel like they're going through some type of karmic lesson by being in alliance to the person that was trying to do some shit to you. And I feel like y'all been having eyes on you for a while, so I don't think that bothers you. Alright, let's do confirmations. I'm hearing Annie, the sun will come out. Somebody could be at a long distance. Somebody could also be getting out of jail. Somebody could just be on the highway, like you got to go towards them to drive. Maybe I need to talk about something. Someone has concepts of a plan, but y'all don't really have a full plan mapped out just yet. But they could see you as the one, or you see them as the one. You could be a homebody, and you're nervous to make a move, especially when it comes to love. You could be doing a ritual for your finances and/or protection in the next 4 days, or you just did one in the last 4 days. All right. If so, you already done this ritual, what do you need to know? This is going to create a good environment for you. You work got it to do this. Hey, if this is about love, if you did something about love, I know they say finances protection, but if it's about love, be careful because you may get pregnant quickly. Maybe somebody could try to do something for you that way that you got to go back to them and like, oh yeah, they'll send you a message. Oh yeah, you can move back in with me. It didn't work. But if you did one for your protection, good job. Give it some time. You'll see the results. Okay. Someone made a genuine mistake. Keep them out of your business. Okay, it just is what it is. Now they're trying to be scary, or they're trying to come off as scary somehow, some way, but they feel like they have nowhere to go. So it's like they're trying to bully you into forgiving them, or giving them love. Okay, you could be paying late when it comes to something. I've been trying to find you, but just be careful. They have nowhere to go. Also, if you have been investing your pay for your job, stop doing that. Okay, someone feels like they're going to be forever scarred. The answer is yes. It's just not the way that you think. Unprotected sex is out here. You're not trying to get pregnant, wrap it up. You already have the answer. Some situation feels unfortunate, but you can figure out what you want to do, and don't worry about how you're viewed. Okay, you can be stood up on a date, but don't worry about it. They were never completely yours. Again, there's an argument about a pregnancy or a baby.